It's like the only way out is if you don't drop your guns, we're going to instruct the military to crush you.
You are talking about more bloodshed, right? I don't think more bloodshed will be the solution. Now, I've told you, Mr. Babila, we have to be sincere to ourselves. The Frenchman, the American will not come and resolve problems in Cameroon. Those problems will be resolved by Cameroonians. I'll give you an example. In France, you see what is going on. How many military people have you seen on the streets? You say police people. Police people, gendarmes, are trained to establish law and order in society, not the military. The military is there to frighten the population, to scare the population, to make them go into the bushes. I travel from Boya to Kumba. That's where you will know what I'm talking about. It is not, are you sitting here in Douala and talking? I said, travel from, once you just get out of, you get cross Boya, from Muya till you get to Kumba, you would think that it's a graveyard. Is that how it used to be? For 2 years, have we resolved the issue? So, I don't think more bloodshed is a solution to the Anglophone crisis. And it is a problem of dialogue, of understanding, of love, of fraternity amongst Cameroonians. Because as I tell you, those who have been killed are Cameroonians. They are not foreigners. Since this thing started, how many foreigners have died? So why do we think that we still have to kill more Cameroonians in order to resolve what will be eternalized in Cameroon? Or what the solution we are going to look at, solution to solve Cameroon's problem? I'll give an example. See the can issue. What has happened?
The AFCON.
It has been withdrawn. Who are the losers? Cameroonians. And what has been done? Nothing. I mean, when you talk of football, Cameroonians are
the date just moved.
Well,
and it was not withdrawn. The date just moved.
But we are Cameroonians. Let's wait and see.
In 2019.
Let's wait and see. 2021 is coming. If we host it, it will be a terrific jamboree for all Cameroonians to enjoy. Their brothers and sisters will be coming to feast with them.
All right, coming back to the Anglophone crisis, later in the program we're going to take Mayor Ken Michael's own way out of the crisis when we talk about, when we come to our series on the way out of this crisis. Now, your locality is one of the areas that has been practically crumbled, that has been reduced to nothing, and the council is suffering, the people are suffering, business is practically at zero, and you are a business tycoon. Apart from being a business tycoon, you are a mayor, and your council is severely affected. What evaluation can we make of the impact of this crisis on the council and the locality of Moyoka?
On the council, I want just to tell you that it is almost inexistent because all our resources are being depleted. We can count only on a few centimes given to us by the state. All resources that we used to collect, extra revenue, is gone. Now, in terms of Moyoka, Moyoka is not existing any longer.
And the council has moved.
Because of the security situation, we had no choice because we still have to save the population. Remember, and you will not save the population by dying. We have to look for education which we feel is safe in order to be saving the population. And thank God, I think the population, they themselves, those who have been saved, appreciate that gesture. Now, in terms of economic activities in
the council to.
Well, I will not sit here to disclose education for security measures.
All right. Yes, you were talking about the impact.
Economic impact. Moyoka used to be one of those, the breadbasket of the nation. You will see what will happen next year with food prices. Cocoa, coffee, every cassava. I don't know what to tell us. It's almost gone. Moyoka is left empty because of what is going on the ground. And what is happening in Moyoka is almost what is happening between Southwest and Northwest. And the government treasury will even give you a better snapshot of the crisis, the financial crisis. Palm oil is gone. CDC is gone. Supreme Mont is struggling. No timber is being extracted from Norwest and Southwest. All the economic activities of Norwest and Southwest is on the ground. People are suffering. We are begging that politicians should put their head together and look for a solution to this problem. Please, please, please. People are dying. People are suffering. We need peace back in the country.
Many of the councils in places like Kwakwa have practically shut down.
I don't know. I don't want to sit here and tell you something which I have not gone there to see whether the doors are shut down. But I think any other mayor will tell you the same story that Mayor Kong sits here to tell you in Northwest and Southwest. If you are even lucky to still be in your municipality, count yourself to be one of the most luckiest persons.
And you're a business tycoon like every other business person in the southwest and northwest regions of the country. You are receiving a big blow in your business activities in the two regions.
I will tell you, I have a 68-bedroom hotel in Noya. For almost 4 months today, I have not received one client. I say one. My electricity bill is about 2 million every month. My tax payroll is about 6-7 million every month. That money has been coming out of my pocket for the past 4 months. My Caterpillars, a D7 which is less than 10 years, was burnt in Samungari Northwest. My Toyota pickup truck was burnt. My engine saw was burnt. My motorcycle was burnt. My office was burnt. I'm left with nothing. But thank God I'm still surviving. So what do you want to tell me? That am I seeing something different than other Cameroonians?
And if you want to count the loss in terms of in money, we'll be talking about billions.
Of course, on my side. But I am just that patriotic Cameroonian. We love Cameroon. But when it will get to a point, hey, I was okay, let me look for other ways of struggling in life. Because I brought other investment here. I love that fatherland.
So how are you managing to keep your companies?
I'm just hoping that
Hotel and the others,
the workers in China, the health workers are still there, hoping that the situation will revert to normal and clients will start coming. They are there to ensure that the property stays in a good state. Other than that, again, by the end of this month, I'm going to lay off almost 80% of the staff. I don't have a choice, Mr. Journalist. I don't have it. It is burning us. We are in a very deep shit situation. And that's why when I see we politicians down on the rostrum, we try, everybody is trying to look for a way to resolve it. But I think this type of conflicts have happened in other countries in the world. Can we try a little bit example that led to the successful ending to this crisis?
And just like you're suffering the impact of the Anglophone crisis, what you're painting as impact of the crisis on your business is practically a drop of water in an ocean when we talk about companies like the CDC and Pamol and all the rest, where workers are even attacked, some of them their fingers cut off and things like that. And some of the workers went on strike recently demanding for over 6 months of salaries and all of that.
Mr. Journalist, it's a pathetic situation. I'm just language. I think when I think of what the general managers of those corporations are going through, tears can run down from my eyes. Those were very vibrant corporations in the good days, but now we have started talking about history. So I just wish, again, as I said, that God should reign on Cameroon in order for things to come back to normal, so that one more time we can start enjoying our very good climate, our very good people. You know, the people of those provinces are very loving. We love everybody. We love every Cameroonian. Don't bother about what politicians go onto the rostrum and say. Every Cameroonian loves every Cameroonian. But the issue we have, Mr. Journalist, again I repeat, the black race was done by God, there is something wrong with us. You don't dialogue with your friends, you dialogue with your enemies.
Maybe somebody told me the black were not doomed by God, were not kind of discriminated by God, but they themselves are the problem. They have decided to maybe abandon the ways of God and choosing their own ways. We're going to progress with our series on the way out. And I want to call this Mayor Ken Michael's own way out of the crisis.
Yes.
What is your own way? Where is your own door? If you were to advise the authorities that should take the necessary, the pro-independence fighters, what would you say?
Okay, I'll put it in two. My advice to the governors and my advice to the governed. I start with the governors. My advice, and which I am not a political scientist, is that we should follow steps that will resolve this crisis as it has done somewhere else in the world. For example, the head of state needs to declare stop all what is going on both sides. He needs to grant amnesty that his children to all those who have been involved in this crisis. And he needs to call for a political dialogue. Dialogue, which everybody seated on that table will
Dialogue
be coming
without
preconditions. There is no topic which is taboo in Cameroon. Cameroon is Cameroon. Remember, when you are dialoguing, you take perspective of what had been and see how you can modify it to suit the present day situation. For example, I'll give you decentralization. It has failed. I'm sitting here, Mr. Babila, to tell you that it has failed because I am involved. So, can we modify it to meet up with the challenges of today? Of course. Why are we scared to discuss other ways to come up with a political solution to govern? We should not be scared. We are not going to. Nobody is going to hurt anybody. But together we shall agree as Cameroonians for a better solution. And to the separatists,
the head of state say you can only discuss with those who are, thinking.
I'm saying you have asked my opinion.
Those who are thinking secession and federalism, they are not welcome.
Give me any developed country in this world that have succeeded with centralization. Except I did not go to school. Just tell me one country. So why are we scared to talk about federalism?